Hi, my name is Ingrid Detloff and I'd like to share some ideas about finding literature and getting information about teaching and learning online, which I will call e-learning in this presentation. Media and information literacy become more and more important, and by the way, many of the literature references I use or see in my learning environment are online available and open access. I have 10 slides and I will show you 5 websites. I decided to put the focus on this task for week 3 not on listing URLs from articles, but on how to find them in order to get the know-how or keep up to date. Some e-learning topics change very fast, and in times of social media you get new input every day and every hour. There are also formal learning settings for the topic e-learning available. They have their merit and I will give some examples in this presentation. I'll do things from a German perspective. Hopefully it's interesting for you, and on the other hand, maybe I can use this recording for my teachers' lectures at work. Formal learning. In Germany there are many master degree programs covering the subject of educational sciences, media didactics, e-learning and so on. Some are for distance learning, some are postgraduate online programs, some are so modular as that you can do part of them in order to get a certificate. The URL of the Hochschulkompass allows a search for many of these aspects. I've listed 2 examples for e-learning master programs. The first one is the University of Duisburg-Essen, which offers an online master educational media and also a certificate program. And the other one is of University Rostock, which offers a distance learning master called Medien und Bildung. On the other hand, you can get courses from educational companies. Some examples you find via the database of the Deutscher Bildungsserver. Courses for Telec-tutors, e-tutors are offered by many companies. You will also find links to other databases for professional development. This is the most important slide of this presentation. When you're looking for information about e-learning in higher education, there is one URL you should know. It's the first URL I recommend when being asked about this topic, naturally aside from our own websites. ETeachingorg is non-commercial, has many university partners, and offers a whole range of up-to-date information and materials about didactical settings, tools, legal issues, projects, events, and so on. There's a big community behind it, for which, and in cooperation with, ETeachingorg pays attention to standard topics and trend topics. ETeachingorg was also one of the first that hosted a CMOOC in Germany. With some other partners, they sponsored the OPCO 12 trends in e-teaching. I could stop my presentation at this point because you can start indeed with ETeachingorg and then find other relevant links for teaching and learning online from a German perspective. And therefore I will show you the website. Just a moment. There it is. You see the website of ETeachingorg. There are many menu entries, and I will choose the first, called Lehrszenarien. I think even in English some words are clear. Projektarbeit means project work, for example, Praktikum, it's nearly the same, and so on. And you also see a link, MOOC. I click on that. And hopefully the website will appear. Okay, there it is. You see in the first paragraph the link to the New York Times article, to some German newspapers, and then it goes on from definition, history, and so on. And you see it's a very long article with further information. Oops, there it is. That's what I wanted to show you, that you can start with ETeachingorg to a topic and then go on. Okay, the next one I like to show you is another German e-learning portal, which is more business orientated. It's called Checkpoint e-learning, and I'll also switch to the website. There it is. It's more about e-learning which is done in companies, but it's also very interesting to see what they are doing in relation to what universities are doing. Okay, the next slide I have is called Associations, Conferences, Trade Fairs, because there you get current information. There are proceedings from most of these conferences. You get in touch with people, and therefore it's a very important thing for me. In Germany we've got the GMW, that means Gesellschaft für Medien in der Wissenschaft. This association is very high level for its conference, which is held in Germany, Austria or Switzerland. It changes every year. The GMW also publishes a very interesting book series. In English it would mean Media and Science. Yeah, there are also many other conferences in Germany, some combined with trade fairs, and below I've listed some well-known. In the PDF you can click on the links. I won't show you each website, that would take too long. Of course we have a Moodle MOOC in Germany. This year it was in Munich, and again a real good opportunity to get in touch with the Moodle community. Okay, OER. I've put this slide in the presentation to show some activities regarding the topic Open Educational Resources in Germany. L3T means Lehrbuch für Lernen und Lehren mit Technologien. That means a whole textbook on the topic Teaching and Learning with Technologies. It was written together by over 100 experts and made available online in 2011. It sure will be kept up to date, and I'll show you the website. Just a moment. There it is. You see the table of contents. It's a long table of contents which covers many topics. And you can click on a text and you get the whole text for free. Okay, the next link I've listed is edutext.de. That's a German social bookmarking project for the target group teachers, and it already contains a lot of links to multimedia-based OER, which might be useful for preparing and teaching classes in schools. That's a different target group. It's not universities, it's actual schools. Okay, the third URL I've listed is from the MOOC, Open Educational Resources in 13. That's another one supported by ETeachingorg, and the topic is OER, naturally, and aspects like finding them, creating them, using them, or financing them. It started in April. The last week of the course is in the end of June. It's all online available, discussion, literature and so on, and it's worth a look. Okay, this slide has two URLs which are very important for me. There are many websites which list tools, but my favorite one is Jane Hart's Top 100 Tools for E-Learning. It's most likely that you already know this URL, otherwise please take a look at it in order to get an impression which tools are relevant for learning and why. The Horizon Report Higher Education is a must if you are interested in educational trends. You don't just get to know the trend topics, but you also get many examples how people already use these technologies in education. Naturally, MOOCs are listed in the time to adoption horizon 1 year or less, but it goes up to 5-year horizon, and there's 3D printing and wearable technology ahead. I'll show you these two sites. Yeah, that's Jane Hart's Top 100 Tools for Learning. You can scroll down and see the list. You can click on it and get further information. What I find interesting is that Moodle is still listed in the top section. This year that means last year actually, it's on 11. The year before it was on number 10. I think that's very impressive because there are many tools around and Moodle is still very important. Okay, the other link I wanted to show you is the Horizon report. You see the URL, it's free, you can download it, it's a large file, and I scroll down a little bit to the table of contents. There you see the 3 sections with the time horizons and the topics. As I already said, MOOCs are in the short time horizon and tablet computing. Then there's games, gamification, learning analytics, 3D printing, wearable technology. If you ask yourself what 3D printing means in context of learning, I'll just click on the link and scroll down a little bit. And there you see a section where it's listed the relevance for teaching, learning, or creative inquiry. It's a very interesting report. And what I also found very interesting, I'll go back to the main page. You already get these reports which are yearly in different languages. The German translation is done by colleagues from Hamburg. There is also a Chinese translation, a Japanese translation. That means this report indeed is very important for educational professionals. Okay. Yeah, the last slide is about PLE. The maintenance of your personal learning environment and choosing tools and social media you like is a very important thing to do, therefore this slide. The word PLE also means, and this is a citation which is mentioned on page 2 in the URL you see below, PLEs are the tools, artifacts, processes and physical connections that allow learners to control and manage their learning. I mentioned this article, which was written by Stephanie Panke, because it refers to another MOOC many times, that's the Planck Personal Learning Environments, Networks and Knowledge from 2010. Yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, for actual use, I recommend the PDF file with the slides which you find on my blog.